Hi everyone.
Hello. Each week my hello gets crazier and crazier, I feel. And I have my glasses off, and when I see it played back, I look like I'm a lunatic. Anyway, so today what we thought we'd talk about, this is my idea, was how I feel like the one big problem in our marriage.
Problem?
Well, I guess it's not a problem anymore. Is it a problem?
I don't know, is it? What are you talking about?
Is Rohini's abject refusal to watch a nature documentary. Because that's a very important part of my televisual experience, is being able to watch a nature documentary. And I feel like I've watched so few over the last 20 odd years that we've been together. 23?
You can watch television without me.
No, but you have to have the whole experience. I like to watch nature as a family. And can't even do that anymore. The girls, they have no interest in watching a nature documentary because you've corrupted them.
I haven't.
Corrupted them. Anyway, so I know where this all began.
Well, I want to say first and foremost, I didn't have anything against nature documentaries before I met you because I hadn't really been exposed to them. I didn't watch them growing up, and when I was at college, I didn't have a TV for about 6 years, so I didn't watch television at all, and so I didn't really know about it.
And even as a child?
I don't really remember watching nature documentaries.
You were deprived.
Not really when I found out about them.
Anyway, so part of my experience growing up was that would be one activity that we could all, or one program that we could all agree on.
Around the black and white television.
just after the wireless. No, actually, it was a colour television. Probably wasn't that interesting. Well, actually, I remember watching Tarzan on a black and white TV. That's probably where it all began. That was the genesis point. No, David Attenborough, a very big part of our lives growing up in England. Anyway, so there have been all these wonderful documentaries that have been made over the last decade or so, and I'm thinking about life on Earth, and now the big blue planet. When I was back in England, everyone was saying, big blue planet part 2, whatever it is amazing. You have to watch that. And I haven't even been able to watch Big Blue Planet part 1.
You can watch it.
But I don't want to watch it on my own. I want to experience this with you and the kids. Anyway, this all went pear-shaped when Rohini and I first got together. And she didn't seem to express a great deal of interest in watching one of these documentaries. Then I thought, well, I'll be clever about this. I know she likes cats. She loves cats. So I waited till there was a documentary on lions, and I said, "You'll love this. It's going to be lots of little lion cubs, and it'll be wonderful." And so anyway, so the way that it was set up, the lionesses came on heat. A long story short, the lionesses came on heat. Big male lions came in, had their wicked way, and then they had their cubs. And
they were very cute.
They were very cute. So we had this whole probably 15-minute spell where we all got very attached to these cubs, and Rohini was cooing and cawing at this.
Anyway. And
then if I had done my due diligence and read the TV guide, I would find the whole premise of this show, I think it was actually may have been entitled Lion Patricide. Yes. I didn't even know that this occurred either. But what happens is that, and it didn't start off this way, they give us no indicator that was going to happen. They let us get attached to these lovely little lion clubs.
Which makes it worse.
So what happens is that, so the male lions fight. So a rogue lion will come out of the bush or whatever, decide, oh, I want this pride, and we'll duke it out with the alpha lion. And if the alpha lion should so lose, and in this case it did, this rogue lion, in fact there were 2 rogue lions in this case, they came over and took over the pride. And what did they do? They went and killed all the lion cubs, and they showed this whole thing on TV. And Rohini was scarred for life. and it took, and over the years I've been saying, well, that was just a one-off. I mean, then that doesn't usually happen, and she wouldn't believe me. And then literally after about 20 years of zero nature documentaries because of that one experience, what I thought was an isolated experience, I came back from London. Everyone's talking about the Blue Planet. You've got to watch the Blue Planet. So I finally convinced her, let's watch the Blue Planet. And so we're about halfway through this one episode. Everything's going along very nicely. She seems like she's quite into it. And then there's this one piece of footage where there's a humpback whale, I think, that's got a
blue whale.
No, it was a humpback whale. That's got a calf, and they're happily, I was going to say floating along, swimming along, and then these orca whales, which David Attenborough incorrectly calls killer whales, because I think that's very un-PC for a Canadian. You didn't like that.
No.
So anyway, these orca whales come up and decide they want to eat the baby, and
it was brutal.
And by this point, Rohini has already got attached to the calf and mother. And I'm saying, don't worry, there's no way they're going to eat that baby. They're not going to show that on the TV. They can't do that. Don't worry, it'll be okay. Anyway, they ate the baby.
But they had the music, the build-up, it was oh.
It was pretty horrifying.
It was and you kept saying, no, it's going to be fine.
So that's it. That's it.
I need more nature.
It's done. It's done and dusted.
And that's a problem?
Well, I'm going to have to watch it on my own. It's a bit sad.
Maybe you could learn to watch it on your own.
Well, I guess I will.
Or maybe you could vet it before I watch it.
I could do that.
You could watch it twice.
I could do Nature's Greatest Hits.
You could take out all of the death and carnage.
Take out all the killing. That's actually quite a good idea. I could do that. So anyway, we're going to talk about separate realities on that, on that front.
Well, I was going to say that even though I know that my experience comes from inside of me and as a result of my thoughts, there are limits to which I can actually really see that. And having a bunch of lion cubs killed or whale die like that, it didn't feel very inside out to me in those moments. So those are my limits. Yeah. Not that I don't want to be able to see more, but it feels too upsetting for me.
It's a circle of life. That dead calf provided untold nourishment to all kinds of sea creatures.
I know, but they get you attached to them in those shows.
Yeah, they do that.
I don't like that.
They do that. I shouldn't do that. Especially when it comes to babies.
Oh, it's like they set you up.
Right, and you didn't... Actually, I seem to remember you taking all the Disney movies off the shelves at one point with the kids.
I did. I couldn't handle them. I cried too much watching them. I think it was Bambi.
Yeah, they felt very hard done by. I think our kids haven't even seen Bambi.
or The Lion King.
The Lion King.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Did you want to say anything else?
No.
Do you have a learning?
My learning is, well, I understand that you would take exception to that, and I shall be a little bit more selective I should do my due diligence and check to see there's no killing.
Maybe we could watch nature documentaries about plants or something. Don't mind them getting eaten.
Yeah, it's boring.
All right, well, have a good weekend, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.